Hi. Hello. Welcome. How's it going? Yeah, it is me, the goop, apparently, according to Capra. I'm putting Excels on early just so you can see that. You seeing this? I gotta deal with? I didn't really have much time to prepare, so this image is perhaps not as cool as usual. But the general sentiment is there. I'm about to punch the trainer AC in the face. That'll be pretty nice. Alright, so with that that out of the way, we can proceed with all of the stuff, such as the game. You know, that's a pretty big up there on the list of things. Mission accomplished!
Target destroyed. Concluding an...
Out of here. We don't need that. We know what we're about. In unrelated news, how are you doing? I don't know, it has been a while. Our paths kind of diverged ever since you since you joined the Minecraft SMP, and you've been busy with that, and I have not been busy with that. I have not been doing that at all, for the most part. That's unfortunate. But yeah, right now, you're here at last, at least. Both of those words are appropriate for what happened there. As for me, I gotta start the stream. I gotta do the things. We're going to ranked match, and I've prepared it. We are prepared to enter the promotion phase. I'm seeing at least a decent number of people here, so I will start a prediction. Will I promote? You have 1 minute. I have already done the pre-rolled ad, so I can't do that again. Yeah, it has been like 3 weeks, Capra. You gotta fix that. I gotta fix that. We both gotta fix that in our own ways. We gotta meet halfway in fixing that. You can start by predicting whether or not I'm going to promote. As is the system, I need to win 8 of the next 10 matches. So on single coin flip odds, not in my favor. In addition, I have not warmed up today. So you're gonna have your work cut out for you on if you're voting in favor of me. Cast your votes now before it is too late. Failed to load module? What? We got modules? Okay, hold on. We gotta fix this then. Okay, where would I go to? Extensions here. That's fine, that's fine. That's good. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared and confused. Okay, you know what? We don't need a prediction. We'll do it for the next one. Let's just fight. I want to fight. I want to play the game. That's what I want to do. Also, if you're willing to put up with some scuff, in about 3.5 hours, I believe, that Scuff Cup is happening. So this could actually be a tournament that I actually, like, participate in live in camera. But that implies that I'm operational for 3.5 hours, which is unlikely. Alright, first match of the day. Let's see where we're going. Zero zero 920 721. You are an interesting assembly of numbers. You definitely appear to be fast-paced, evasive with your, not the Uzis, but something approximating an Uzi. I don't even remember what I officially referred to as the Uzi. I think it's like the weapons Rusty uses. Got him! He thought he had time to put up his shield, but that made him stationary. If I intended to do that, like actual proper what my plan was there, that would have been a genius plan. But I have to admit that that was not actually my plan. It does work, though. Okay, that's win one. Now, I fully admit that only worked because my opponent had so little health. If they were some kind of opponent that had low or higher AP, then the window of opportunity for that to work would have been tighter. That said, the only reason I needed to employ that strategy was because they were so lightweight and evasive, which also implies low health. It's a general concept in video games that you sacrifice physical durability for evasiveness. You see it all the time in various circumstances, such as, but not limited to, Team Fortress 2. This game, other games. But in TF2's case, it's like very explicit. The heavy weapons guy is large and slow, but has the most health out of anyone. And a pretty good weapon for shredding the health of others. At decent ranges. Ooh, they were smart. They did a good combo. Okay, so my opponent has good combos. And I need to be careful of that fact. Got him. Okay, so my opponent is very much melee combo, which I can deal with, but it's a little tricky. I mess up and they just destroy me. Got him. Okay, we turned it around. I don't feel like I have much smart to commentate about, but I'm mostly just stressed because this is the promotion phase. This is where it counts, in theory. Also, I will also admit, complementary to just the general stress of this stream was sort of slapped together at the last minute. Takara's here as well. Hello, welcome. Hi, how you doing? I think the ad break should be off still, so that will be convenient for your enjoyment of the situation. Why am I Goop now? I used to be Goober, and now I'm Goop? Oh, great, we're fighting someone in S rank. Okay, they appear to be double shotgun and the coral missile. Something else maybe on the other shoulder, I can't actually see. They seem heavy enough to wield it. But also they're using the Basho. Not the Basho, the Dafeng core, which means they're going to be ridiculously durable. Double shotgun, though, means they will likely approach me. Back up, back up! Okay, they're shielded. I can outpace them. I can't outdamage them. Ah, okay. Okay, fair enough on your explanation there, Capra. If you'll excuse me for a moment, I need to figure out how to beat this guy. Okay, back up, back up. Okay, we're good, we're good. All right. Okay. You two scheduling an event in my chat that I'm theoretically not involved in. I do not have Helldivers. I do not own that game. It's been recommended to me. The argument given to me was that it was basically PlanetSide 2, but PvE. But I don't own it. Look, I'm trying to promote here. I'm trying to, like, do the thing that makes me good at the game. Alright, next up. Me! Versus who the heck knows. Okay, it's Raven. Laser shotgun, double laser cannon thing. It looks like this person's just gonna try and shoot me repeatedly. That's annoying. Why do I gotta get hit with projectiles? Why do I gotta have my health lowered by the actions of this particular individual?
AP at 50%.
Wait for them to show up.
AP at 30%.
Oh, okay, I understand what they're doing now. They're doing like some kind of quad shotgun thing. It's like quad shotguns with lasers, which is weird. That explains why my health went so low and I didn't notice. Usually when my health gets low, I get staggered, but this person has lasers and don't stagger me that well. Shields up. All right, it worked. Okay, all right. We're living, we're working, we're fighting. Every single opponent I face is terrifying right now, and so every win I get feels like an uphill battle. But I'm happy for the ones I've gotten so far. That is true. You do continually attempt to kidnap me, and I do not have the best track record of escaping. I mean, at this point, I have a really good way of getting out of it, in that I do not own the game in question. Like, that's a pretty good point in my favor of like, I have solved your puzzle. Now that you're playing games that cost money, you can't just be like, play the game because it's free, because it's not. Get wrecked. What do we have here? It is me versus somebody else. That is how this goes. Okay, now it's regular shotgun. It's also Andromeda, who might be a person who I know. It sounds familiar as far as a name to fear. Alright, here comes the boost. No. I did it! I did it! Okay! We have a plan here. We've got a way forward. We've got a future. We have hope. Didn't have the reload to hit that last shot. Unfortunate. Okay, evenly matched. Let's do this. Darn, not enough health. I wonder. Alright, the answer to my wonderment is no. Good to know. Okay, proceeding on. Going 1-2 against Andromeda. A quad shotgunner in the S ranks. I think I'm pretty proud of that, personally. That said, I'm down 2 wins. I need to win all 5 or 4 or whatever. I didn't check the number of my next few matches, and it's not a good start. Double Gatling, double shotgun. This person is going to be providing massive suppression. I wonder if there's a world where I go like explosive thrower sight. It's an interesting idea that I thought up of right now. Hello. Okay, I kind of panicked right at the end there. I should have done like a good like melee attack to get that last bit of health, but I sort of panicked. That said, my opponent's strategy is... Well, it's countered by the fact that they shield early and are just sort of like straight line aggression towards me. Yeah, see? They just go down. Also, I see you've gotten a lot more fancy emotes now, Capra. You got like rotating anime. I mean, I assume that's one of the default, like, pre-built-in animation presets, but they're real and you're using them. Okay, 4 more matches, or 1 more match if I lose. I've checked the number this time. I know I can't really ask for this as like a actual thing that happens to me, but I like the days where I could fight opponents and not be hyper stressed about it. I know that that's just it's an unfortunate factor of the fact that I'm trying to win, and therefore I will win and raise my rank up to the point where trying to win is not enough to win, which means I have to try to win every time. And I don't want to just throw the match. I want to do like, I want to do good. I want to win. Ooh, interesting. You've got a shotgun. Oh, wait, you're the same person. You swapped your AC. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's see what happens. Done. So I do think that they're not accounting for my core expansion that well. Like, they shield up, but I can counter. Like, they don't try and run away when I'm exploding, or they're way too forward aggressive to try and stop themselves. They are a more ranged unit this time, which will work to their advantage. And they did indeed successfully dodge there. Now I can just Trino them once and win. Or Majestic them once and win. They did adapt. They did use their core expansion better. Or at least I couldn't capitalize it on as well. I should have known. I should have held off on my own explosion, but there's a matter of sort of prediction you need to do. You need to preempt a lot of the things your opponent does. Especially considering that a core expansion takes like a solid 1 second to activate. Like in a lot of cases, that's more than 0. Next up, Artemisia with what appears to be a mid-range bullet spam dodgy kind of build. It's gonna be tough for me to hit. But I think if I do like good jukes with the charged explosive thrower, hold back, maybe try the true nose and staggered line formation, we got some stuff we can work with. Done. They don't really expect the defensive assault explosion when they have a shield. Like, they think, oh, I'm gonna have a shield too, and so they try and rush me down. But I don't, I have the kaboom, and they explode to it. Yeah, like, see, again. They shield up and I blow them up. They think they're gaining the tempo. But they're trying to get the tempo. That does not mean they succeed. That shield is not a perfect tempo button, as demonstrated. Okay, so as I start looking at the numbers here, I'm beginning to get really anxious. I only need to win twice or lose once. If I get to S rank, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably lose a lot, honestly. I'm scared. I'm worried. Okay. What's gonna happen? The nerves are getting to me. The nerves are getting to me. I need to focus. Okay, you are laser pistol, punching glove, shield, maybe missile on the other side, I can't tell. Either way, you definitely want to be close to me, but you have like whip syndrome, where if I'm close to you, I stagger. So I want to kind of keep back. Okay, it looks like they're pretty good at keeping... Okay, this is really interesting. Okay, alright, that's one. Oh, okay, this is a really different play style. They just have lasers in every direction, and even though they're like a close-range destroyer, they're so patient. Okay, all right, we did it. Okay, one more. Okay. Okay. You crashed it. Oh my goodness, was one of those alerts your FCS alert? Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness, it all comes down to this. Oh, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared to open the day and have this be a possibility. Okay. Okay, you know what? For this, I'm starting a prediction. This is a question of who wins this next match. I'm shaking. Okay, I'm starting prediction. I'm running an ad break as is the system. Okay. Bayesian-wise, it's 50-50 odds. If you add more tests to that, I don't know what tests you would make. Get prior data, I don't know what the real odds are, but it's still anyone's game. Begin prediction, I need to calm down. In fact, I need to calm down so much I'm getting off the screen. Okay. We're back. Prediction. Nobody voted. Again. Okay. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm doing it anyway. Okay. I'm scared, but I'm gonna give it my all, but I'm scared. I never would have not given it my all, but I need to like promise my effort so that I don't like freak out. Because freaking out would be counterproductive to the effort I'm providing. Okay. It's me, but like an alternate universe me. Of course, this would be my greatest test. Can I beat a better me? You missed, buddy. It's gonna be close. Okay, phase one. We're good. All right. Okay. I did it! 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 Oh, I did it! Lark Diet, if you're watching, I can now tell you. I can now show you what comes after A rank. We are in S. I am telling everyone immediately. Hold on. I gotta inform the press. The press has to be informed. I'm at everyone. I don't care. We made it. I am officially. I forgot Lark has administrative privileges. We did it. I'm staying on the screen for a little bit just to soak it in. And for anyone who's joined in late. Oh, it's done. It is done. Lark deleted the message. Okay. Oh. Oh, I didn't expect to freak this out much out about it. We are in S rank. The rules are different now. I don't even know what the rules are. Okay, what happens? Achieved S rank. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. So, we're at S rank. What does this mean? I don't know. The old system has been completely removed. We now have a position and a rating. I don't even know what this means. What does this stuff even mean? Okay, so we're gonna have to learn. We're gonna have to learn as we go. All right. First S rank performance. Let's see. So I assume my position is how many people there are that are better than me. Perhaps in my particular realm of opponents. I don't know if it's every single person ever, but I guess I'm one of them. The rating, I don't know what that means. Let's find out. Let's start doing some scientific analysis. We're starting with a rating of 1500, so I guess that means we can go down. I can't. How you doing? Yeah, I'm in S rank somehow. From what is seen here, I don't know if it's like region locked or something. I'm in like the top 750 people. That's my assumption as to what that means. I don't know if that's what it really means. But I am officially an S-ranked Andy now. Thank you very much. I'm gonna have to fight S-ranked people all the time, though. That's terrifying. Look at this person. They got the BVOs. Out of here.
30%.
Got him. Okay. All right. Oh man, I'm gonna be fighting like people who are like people. They're real. They're too real. Their hume levels are off the charts. No.
AP at 50%.
Okay, all right. We're still winning sometimes. Okay. So what happens now? Okay, we're in number gathering mode. Calm down. We were 700 and something and rank 1 rating 150. What happens now? I have gained 172 rating, and it says nothing about my... Okay, so I guess there's like a point system. Like, this is perhaps more properly an What the heck? I'm in position 345. I doubled my position practically. I mean, I halved it, but that is a change of a factor of 2. Okay. I can't keep this up. This isn't real. Like, it is real, like Q of 0, but it's not. It's gonna be based a lot about the particular specific people I'm fighting at any given time. Like right now, I'm fighting people who are like currently fighting on April 4th, 2024 at this particular time of day in their local time zone. Whatever that time zone might be. If I were fighting a different day at a different time, I might be fighting different people in S rank who are like better than me. Oh, hey, you're the first person I fought today. I remember you. I wonder if they realize, yeah, they're seeing it. I was at A rank earlier today and now I'm at S. They probably see that or like, oh, frig, the person promoted before me. But the fact that I'm fighting them means they're probably trying to promote too. And I welcome them to the promotion party. Okay, yeah, their plan is to stay far away from me, which is, you know, a pretty good plan. And just like last time, I destroy them before they can put their shield up. It's weirdly consistent against this particular opponent. It does work. Waiting for reload, waiting for EN, reset, go back to neutral. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I don't know why they didn't shield up. They had no health, and maybe it's because they didn't think they had the momentum. I still had a lot of my AP left. Okay, so I fought someone in A rank. I suggest that my rating won't go up as much. Yeah, it only went up by 68. I think that's less than last time. Okay, what's my... This has to be, like, inverse exponential. Like, it can't go up that much as I get forward. 257. Okay, that's, like, 100 more. I don't... Like, maybe this isn't, like, indicative. Maybe people get to S rank and stop. They're like, hey, chicken me out. I'm at S rank. Which is understandable. When I did Mario Maker Endless Easy, there was a massive drop-off at like 1,000 or 500 or every single digit of the numbers the same amount of levels cleared. So like when I got to like level 1,000, the amount of people who hadn't beaten it just shunt off immediately. Probably changes a lot per match, win or lose for the first, however many matches played in S rank. Oh, you think it's just like we need to stabilize first? Like they're trying to space me out inside of S rank right now. I getcha. I guess it is like an ELO then. Like more so than the old system. So like it's no longer just like a point you accrue to promote. It is now a proper ELO. Where like you get more points if your opponent's better in the S rank system and less points if they're not. There's this one again. Welcome. Cool, so now I can like be a person. I wonder if I should tell my my team's team this fact. I'll inform them after the match, after this match. Cool. I don't know why I said hook. Okay. Alright. I thought I was about to win, I guess. I like this opponent. I have good vibes about this opponent. They're short range, they're snappy, they're jousting with me. They're jousting with me in the way I like to joust. Sorry, fencing. Fencing is the term. I feel good. Now that we've gotten past the threshold into S rank, all the nerves are gone. I just feel good. All right, I'm telling my team. Okay, they have now been officially informed. I'm adding context. All right, cool. Oh, okay, I don't know what to do now. 205, okay. Actually, I wonder if the ELO is sort of scaled like... Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know how ELO works. I'm looking it up. The ELO rating system is a method for calculating relative skill level of players in a zero-sum game, such as chess. It was invented as an improved chess rating system. The difference in the ratings between two players serves as a predictor of the outcome of a match. Two players with equal ratings who play against each other are expected to score an equal number of wins. A player whose rating is 100 points greater than their opponent is expected to score 64%. If the difference is 200 points, the expected score for the stronger player is 76%. A player's ELO rating is a number which may change depending on the outcome of rated games played. After every game, the winning player takes points from the losing one. The difference between the ratings of the winner and loser determines the total number of points gained or lost after a game. the higher rated player wins, then only a few rating points will be taken from the lower rated. However, if the lower rated player scores an upset win, many rating points will be transferred. The lower rated player will also gain a few points from the higher rated player in the event of a draw. This means that the rating system is self-correcting. Players whose ratings are too low or too high should, in the long run, do better or worse correspondingly than the rating system predicts, and thus gain or lose points until the rating reflects their true strength. ELO ratings are comparative only, and are valid only within the rating pool in which they are calculated, rather than being an absolute measure of strength. While ELO-like systems are widely used in two-player settings, variations have also been applied to multiplayer competition. I'm just reading off the Wikipedia article in case you were wondering. I want to look for, like, the math, because it says, like, a point differential provides a probability of victory odds. But this is a very large freaking article with a lot of equations. Not all of them. Okay. Probability of outcome. Okay, so... You know what? Well, let me see if this works. Let me just add, like, a... frick. Okay, here's the chart. So, for a difference of ELO of 0, it's 50-50. And so, as we go up, or if we go forward in the rating difference, I'm covering up the chat, my apologies. Let me just put this under that. There we go. So as we see here, the expected victory of any two players with a relative ELO is, well, like as it increases in this formula, whose specific equation I do not know. Okay, there's a giant description of this image. Graphs of probabilities and ELO ratings changes for k equals 16 and 32 of expected outcomes, solid curve, and unexpected outcome, dotted curve, versus initial rating difference. For example, player A starts with a 1400 rating and B with an 1800 in a tournament using k equals 32, the brown curves. The blue dashed dot line denotes the initial rating difference of 400. So, the blue line here is what we're using. The probability of B winning, the expected outcome, is 0.91, the intersection of the black solid curve and the blue line. If this happens, A's rating decreases by 3, intersection of brown solid curve and blue line. The brown solid curve is the one near the bottom between the black and the red. Even I had trouble figuring out which one was the red and the brown. So that would be here, and this blue dotted line going to the right goes to the blue 3 on the right, and that's how many points they would lose or that's how many points they would gain if they... Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, if B wins, A's rating decreases by 3, and B's would increase by the same amount to 1803. But if A wins in an unexpected win, the odds of that is 9%, intersection of black dotted curve and blue line. Then A's rating increases by 29, which is the upper of the brown band of things. And B's will decrease as well by 29. So that's the system. And I guess in the event of a draw, they would use the middle point of, like, 16? The k equals 16, I think. Anyway, let's go back to the game. I'm sorry for distracting everyone with thing. Now, logically, the math in Armored Core is probably going to be different, but it actually might not. It could, for all purposes, actually be the same math. After all, it's like a standardized unit of measure of relative skill in a zero-sum game. This is a zero-sum game. Maybe the developers just thought, hey, let's just use it. I wouldn't put it past them. It's convenient. Though maybe with a smaller sample size, it's not the best thing ever. Though, I mean, it's extensible, general purpose. They could do it that way. Oh no, it's Kine! Oh no, they're me, but stronger! I've learned that Lammergeier close quarters combat is a thing. Or just tetrapod close quarters combat. And this person seems like they're doing close quarters combat mostly as a defensive measure. Never mind, they ran right at me. Kaboom! Yep, there I go. Okay, now we're gonna lose, and we're gonna learn what happens when I go down in my elo. Ooh, they dodged. They dodged the thrower and I couldn't majestic in time. Oh, even they like doing the slow walk. I guess that's just the tetrapod thing. Okay, cool. We got no NP. And we lost 85. We're now down to 1702. Cool. It's stabilizing. Okay, yeah, it's not changing as much. We've went from 350 to 250 to 300. Glad we could have that detour into Wikipedia chart. I really need like a pointer, like some kind of... Like, you don't see my cursor if I'm, like, pointing at something. But maybe I should have one. Maybe just, like, some arrow that I keep off screen and then just slide on screen when I need it. I think that, like, some people I've watched have something like that for convenience. Where's my opponent? I wasn't paying attention to what my opponent is. I fumbled the controls. I panicked. I should have melee'd. I should have true note. I couldn't decide whether to true note or melee. That was a direct consequence of panic.
AP at 30%.
Yeah, okay, I ran out of power. That's unfortunate. In an ideal world where I didn't panic, we would have gone to a round 3. That said, their initial shot is lethal. Pretty good. I'll try not to get too emotionally attached to any particular rating as I continue. The ELO is self-correcting, but that means that the true, objective, correct rating for you is always in a hypothetical future. And the sort of prediction implies that you're fighting everyone at even competency. And sometimes you have flashes of inspiration, sometimes rock, paper, scissors stuff comes into play. It's complicated. And that doesn't make the system wrong, it just makes the system lag behind what is true. I ain't messing with a bell-bottom AC.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Ouch. Yeah, people with the snail legs are, one, they're really good at kicking, and two, they're durable as heck. Yeah. I don't do particularly well against heavyweight ACs. What do you think is the, I wasn't exactly sure the K value involved in the demonstration. Or the ELO chart. But, like, assumedly, two people with the exact same ELO would have their points change a certain amount. What is that amount? I assume it's based, like, proportionally to the sample size, like the number of people, in order to get that, like, 50-50 statistical odds thing going. Yeah, it's, we didn't really do an in-depth look as to how this works. Ow. I wonder if maybe I should upgrade to a heavier Tetra leg so I can have, like, a less squishy core. Because I don't really use the Tetras for their intended purpose of big flight. I use it for speed. AC, do a spinny. And we have a heavyweight double shotgun. Yeah, I feel like, to some level, I need to accept that being high in the echelons mean I'm going to be fighting the meta. And as someone who just sort of did their own thing and rose up to here, I'm not the meta. I'm here on my own skill and finesse at dodging at close range. I'm worried that it's going to be less fun now. Like, I don't know, maybe... I don't know. I don't want to be that guy that just, like, complains. Because that, like, fundamentally comes from a place of wanting to have the game be easier for the very specific thing I do. It is rock, paper, scissors. When you got two people who are infinitely good, it becomes rock, paper, scissors. Great, now I'm lower than when I started. Actually, I think it's probably like a problem that might happen. Because there is like the echelon of skill at like the very top where people who are just good. And then below that, there's this echelon of like meta chasing where they just pick like the most annoying thing possible to win with reliably. And then under that is going to be people who care a lot about like playing in their own way, who can't fight the fun echelon skill people because they're stuck under the meta chasers. And I'm worried that's my fate. They bunked. Yeah, this is where I am. This is where I am. the slow decrement. Just little deet 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 deet. I don't even know what predictions to run anymore. Earlier was easy, it was just promotion. Do I run a prediction every time I do a fight? Do I pretend I'm in the promotion phase? And ask if I'll win a certain number of the next X battle? Oh, frick, it's a tank. Well, time to hide. I think I need to be less greedy. I wanna rush them down because that's how I feel most comfortable in winning. But I can't do that against the tank. They have too much health. A little oof. Just a tiny bit of oofage. I mean, good for me that my winning streak lasted long enough that I could get myself into S rank, but now that I'm here, it's gonna be a rough time. Try and keep my spirit strong. Remember that I am here because I am the upper echelon of player. And that, of course, I would be taking absolute beatdowns by people, given that they are also my fellow echelons of skill. Well, very interesting AC. Unfortunately, they have the snail legs, so I am immediately going to be prejudiced against them. Also, I think they are suffering from severe amounts of lag. Yeah, they're a little laggy.
AP at 30%.
Had a little bit of lag going on. Not my lag, their lag. I blame them. Darn, if I'm not careful, my position is going to be larger than my rating. Okay, let's see if their internet has improved in the past 30 seconds. Proud of that duck under the bridge to dodge the earshot, like at the first engagement. Like I slapped him, I hit him, I went under the bridge, and their shot like safely hit the bridge and not me. I'm really proud of that maneuver I did. Yeah, I figured they had the terminal armor. Got him. Okay, we've solved them. Okay, we unsolved them. Ouch. What if I wasn't meant to be here? What if I just got lucky with my opponents? What if I should still be in A rank doing A rank things? The self-doubt seeping in. Oh boy, we have a missile tank, huh? Yeah, but for like what function? On this day, I have been elevated into S rank for the express purpose of getting my butt kicked handily. The oof is strong. Maybe I used all of my pog points to get into S rank, and now that I'm out, I'm getting my butt kicked in S rank. Maybe I should have ended the stream like 40 minutes ago. Recharged, or take a break at least. Wait.
AP at 30%.
Ah! So close. Actually, you know what? Time for a change of pace. Let's go into a menu for 20 minutes. I've got an idea. Alright, so here's the plan. We are an S rank of regular, but we are not an S rank of teams. So let's go to teams and never get in a match ever. This is gonna take like 20 minutes here. Let me run an ad. We gotta find these good convenient moments to run the ad so that people can like, I'm gonna be in this menu for at least 10 minutes anyway. Removing pre-rolls while we're at it, probably a good use of our time. That way I can near guarantee that nobody's missing anything. Except for the subscribers who don't get ads. Which I sort of have to like ambiently entertain in sort of like a secret exclusive stream club until the stream recording is archived. Ten seconds left on the ad. It is you, you're here. Alright, according to my dashboard of knowledge, the ad is over. Matchmaking is still going, in case you were wondering. So this is the problem with team matchmaking as it is in just the regular standard thing. Everyone who does it has already gotten all the way up to S rank, and so they all fight with each other, and we're outside of that pool. And since the matches don't happen anywhere lower, nobody tries to queue. So it's a cycle of not happening. Eventually, assuming there's like a perfect like imbalance of people, I could eventually be thrust into a game extremely outside of my rank. But hopefully as that happens, my rank will go up and the quality, or like it'll put me as a contender into those like emergency situations more frequently. But until then, it does mean I just have to sit here for like 5 minutes. You know what would be okay? I'm ushering in the spirit of Quint for this one. I think we should use this time to learn more about the ELO rating system. I'm just gonna start reading it. Let's go to the math. Actually, let's open the table of contents. Practical issues, theory, mathematical details. Okay, cool. Let's read the mathematical details on the ELO rating system, Wikipedia. Performance is not measured absolutely. It is inferred from wins, losses, and draws against other players. Players' rating depends on the ratings of their opponents and the results scored against them. The difference in rating between two players determines an estimate of the expected score between them. Both the average and the spread of ratings can be arbitrarily chosen. The USCF initially aimed for an average club player to have a rating of 1500, and ELO suggested scaling ratings so that the difference of 200 points in chess would mean that the stronger player has an expected score of approximately 0.75. A player's expected score is their probability of winning plus half their probability of drawing. Thus, an expected score of 0.75 could represent a 75% chance of winning, 25% chance of losing, and 0% chance of drawing. On the other extreme, it could represent a 50% chance of winning, 0% chance of losing, and 50% chance of drawing. The probability of drawing, as opposed to having a decisive result, is not specified in the ELO system. A draw is considered half a win and a half a loss. In practice, since the true strength of each player is unknown, the expected scores are calculated using the player's current ratings as follows. If player A has a rating of R sub A and player B has a rating of R sub B, the exact formula using the logistic curve with base 10 for the expected score of player A is E sub A equals 1 divided by 1 plus 10 to the power of R sub B minus R sub A divided by 400. Everything past the 10 to the power of was in the exponent of that 10. This could also be expressed as E sub A equals Q sub A divided by Q sub A plus Q sub B. And, the converse for the other person. Where Q sub A is equal to 10 to the power of R sub A divided by 400. And, vice versa for the other one. Note that in the latter case, the same denominator applies to both expressions, and it is plain that E sub A plus E sub B equals 1. This means that by studying only the numerators, we find out that the expected score for player A is Q sub A divided by Q sub B, times the expected score for player B. It then follows that for each 400 rating points of advantage over the opponent, the expected score is magnified 10 times in comparison to the opponent's. When a player's actual tournament score exceeds their expected score, the ELO system takes this as evidence that the player's rating is too low and needs to be adjusted upward. Similarly, when a player's actual tournament score falls short of their expected score, that player's rating is adjusted downward. ELO's original suggestion, which is still widely used, was a simple linear adjustment proportional to the amount by which a player overperformed or underperformed in their expected score. The maximum possible adjustment per game, called the K factor, was set at K equals 16 for masters and K equals 32 for weaker players. So that's what the K is. The K is the maximum amount. In the case where someone who is expected to win absolutely, approximately, lost, their score would go down by 32. And that's probably what those red and brown lines were for the chart we looked at earlier. Suppose player A, again with rating R sub A, was expected to score E sub A points, but actually scored S sub A points. The formula for updating that player's rating is R prime sub A equals R sub A plus K times S sub A minus E sub A. This update can be performed after each game or each tournament, or after any suitable rating period. An example may help to clarify. Suppose player A had a rating of 1,613 and plays in a 5-round tournament. They lose to a player rated 1609, draw with a player rated 1477, defeat a player rated 1388, defeat a player rated 1586, and lose to a player rated 1720. The player's actual score is 0 plus 0.5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0 equals 2.5. The expected score, calculated according to the formula above, was 0.51 plus 0.69 plus 0.79 plus 0.54 plus 0.35 equals 2.88. Therefore, the player's new rating is 1,613, their starting rating, plus 32 times 2.5 minus 2.88 equals 1,601, assuming that a K factor of 32 is used. Equivalently, each game, the player can be said to have put an ante of K times their expected score for the game into a pot. The opposing player does likewise, and the winner collects the full pot of value K. In the event of a draw, the players split the pot and received 1/2 K points each. Note that while 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw may seem like a par score, it is worse than expected for Player A because their opponents were lower rated on average. Therefore, Player A is slightly penalized. If Player A had scored 2 wins, 1 losses, and 2 draws, for a total score of 3 points, that would have been slightly better than expected, and the player's new rating would have been 1613 plus 32 times 3 minus 2.88 equals 1,617. This updating procedure is at the core of the ratings used by FIDE, USCF, Yahoo Games, the Internet Chess Club, and the Free Internet Chess Server, FICS. Which, given makes sense, it's usually about chess, but its general purpose for any zero-sum game. However, each organization has taken a different route to deal with the uncertainty inherent in the rating, particularly the ratings of newcomers, and to deal with the problems of ratings inflation or deflation. New players are assigned provisional ratings, which are adjusted more drastically than established ratings. The principles used in these rating systems can be used for rating other competitors, for instance, international football matches. ELO ratings have also been applied to games without the possibility of draws, and to games in which the result can also have a quantity, small or big margin, in addition to the quality win-loss. See, for instance, using ELO to rate Go. Alright, so I think we learned a lot there. And we're still waiting in the match. Oh boy. But I think we learned a lot there. There's, it operates on a base 10 logistical curve for statistical odds, or the estimated score. And with the exponent being done by a factor of 400 by the difference between the 2 points, would result in a factor of 10. That's pretty cool. That said, there is still... we may need to read more or change what we're learning about. And maybe I'll do a spinny. So the next subsection of this is suggested modification. In 2011, after analyzing 1.5 million FIDE rated games, Jeff Sonas demonstrated, according to the ELO formula, 2 players having a rating difference of X actually have a true difference more like X, or, well, 5/6 of X. Likewise, you can leave the rating difference alone and divide by 480 instead of 400. Since the ELO formula is incorrectly overestimating the stronger player's win probability, they're losing points for winning, because their real win rate is under what the formula predicts. Likewise, weaker players gain points for losing. When the modification is applied, observed win rates deviate less than 0.1% away from the prediction, while traditional ELO can be 4% off the predicted rate. So that's interesting. I wonder why that's different, because you would expect that the choices of scale and starting point are arbitrary, which would imply that the entire mathematical system should just work in that arbitrary framework. But it seems like the arbitrary framework is being corrected by being turned into a different arbitrary framework. I don't think there's like any inherent fundamental math that would be wrong there. There could be factors. Maybe there's like some manipulation of the draw in there, like at least in the case of chess, maybe the draw being treated as a half win, half loss is perhaps too generous. Because in a draw, it's either an agreement between the two opponents to draw, but that doesn't say who's winning, or I have tricked my opponent into stalemating when they wanted to go for a win, thus perhaps giving me an unfair benefit to my score. So there's options there. I think the factor of accounting for draws may skew things, and that may require a better ELO math. Interesting stuff. We're still matchmaking. I kind of want to put up like a warning that says, alert, you are watching somebody learn the ELO rating system. I'll reuse the watching task videos do not disturb from the from the spy party stream I did with Quint. Let's see if we can There we go. Perfect. Okay, maybe not that big of a cut. There we go. And then let's also have it scroll faster. 10 times speed, go! Okay. I mean, I guess it isn't actually capital L, capital O. Alright. There we go. Today we go off the deep end. Today we go silly. Today we are silly moded. Alright, back to the ELO. Most accurate distribution model. The first mathematical concern addressed by the USCF was the use of the normal distribution. They found that this did not accurately represent the actual results achieved, particularly by the lower rated players. Instead, they switched to a logistic distribution model, which the USCF found proved a better fit for the actual results achieved. FIDE also uses an approximation to the logistics distribution. Okay, most accurate K-factor. The second major concern is the correct K-factor used. The chess statistician, Jeff Sonis, believed that the original K equals 10 value for players rated above 2400 is inaccurate in ELO's work. If the K-factor coefficient is set too large, there will be too much sensitivity to just a few recent events, in terms of a large number of points exchanged for each game. And if the K value is too low, the sensitivity will be minimal, and the system will not respond quickly enough to the changes in a player's actual level of performance. ELO's original K-factor estimation was made without the benefit of huge databases and statistical evidence. Sonis indicates that a K-factor of 24 for players rated above 2400 may be more accurate, both as a predictive tool of future performance and also more sensitive to performance. Certain internet chess sites seem to avoid a 3-level K-factor staggering based on rating range. For example, the ICC seems to adopt a global K equals 32, except when playing against provisionally rated players. The USCF, which makes use of a logistic distribution as opposed to a normal distribution, formerly staggered the K-factor according to 3 main rating ranges. A K-factor of 32 below 2100, a K of 24 between 2100 and 2400, and a K of 16 above 2400. Currently, the USCF uses a formula that calculates the K factor based on factors including the number of games played and the player's rating. The K factor is also reduced for high-rated players in the event if the event has shorter time controls, which, you know, makes sense. You're panicking. That's not going to represent your skill accurately. FIDE uses the following ranges. K equals 40 for a player new to the rating list until the completion of events with a total of 30 games, and for all players under their 18th birthday, as long as their rating remains under 2300. K equals 20 for players who have always been rated under 2400. K equals 10 for players with any published rating of at least 2400 and at least 30 games played in previous events. Thereafter, it remains permanently at 10. That's a little wacky. FIDE used the following ranges before July 24th. Okay, so this is just what they used to use. I don't care about what they used to use. The gradation of K factor reduces rating changes at the top end of the rating range, reducing the possibility for rapid rise or fall of rating for those with a rating high enough to reach a low K factor. In theory, this might apply equally to online chess players and over-the-board players, since it's more difficult for all players to raise their rating after the rating has become high and their K factor consequently reduced. However, when playing online, 2800 plus players can more easily raise their rating by simply selecting opponents with high ratings. On the ICC playing site, a Grandmaster may play a string of different opponents who are all rated over 2700. In over-the-board events, it would only be in very high-level all-play-all events that a player would be able to engage that number of 2700 opponents. In a normal, open, Swiss-paired chess tournament, frequently there would be many opponents rated less than 2500, reducing the ratings gain possible from a single contest for a high-rated player. So that's interesting. Collections of people with good ratings can sort of cheat the system by only playing people with good ratings. By only playing people phenomenally better than you, you don't lose a lot of points, but could, on the off chance that you win, gain phenomenal amounts of points. That's interesting. Oh hey, the pre-roll ads have re-enabled, which suggests to me that it has been 20 minutes that we have been sitting here waiting for the dang Teams matchmaking. I think we need to fundamentally acknowledge that the Teams rated matchmaking is not built for us. Which is unfortunate. Okay, I'm declaring it. We are, I'm giving up. We're going back to singles for a little bit. I hope you enjoyed learning about the ELO rating system. Though, given the fact that it's named after a person, I don't know if it's actually called ELO. This is written as capital E, lowercase lo, not capital E, capital L, capital O, and is usually pronounced as... I don't know how to read the International Phonetic Alphabet. The original name...
Elu.
Elu. In Hungarian. Thank you, Wikipedia. Okay, so in all situations where I said ELO to refer to the person who invented it, just sort of retcon me into saying Elu. If you do that, that'd be really appreciated. Thank you. Wait a minute. Why is it taking a... Oh, okay, it was taking a really long time. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Where did everyone go? Who am I even fighting anymore? I don't know. They haven't told me yet. Thus, I can't infer this information. Ah, just T-Core with quad shotgun, as is very popular. I think quad shotgun is very popular because it's very fast, which, like, literal, but also the matches are short. And therefore you can just fight a lot. So if you lose, you don't have to care.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Ah, they shot me. They shot me with their bullets. They're very evasive. Oh, there I go. No, I don't like it when I get a small number change and it, like, only moves by a tiny amount. They could have a minimum speed and just make the animation faster. Like a shorter duration. No, they left. I rotate fast. You know, given the long wait to fight that person before and the connection error there, I'm worried maybe the problem was me. But I'm streaming right now and the streaming bitrate stuff looks fine, so... I think the internet's working on my end, at least. So I'll just trust that their internet was a little squiggly. A little bit of a swivel swabble situation. Is there like a union for streamers? Like a workers' union, but for streamers? Is that a thing? Hey, it's this person again.
almost had him. Actually, I don't think I almost had them. I assume they probably have a shield. Yeah, if they didn't use their core expansion after that, then they're probably terminal armored. In fact, we can check. No, they had pulse armor. Wild. Ooh. Just you wait, I'm gonna fight someone who's like 1,000,000 points more than me, and I'm gonna beat him, and my elo's gonna go up, and it's gonna be great. You'll witness it. Once again, we have delved into the realm of there not being an opponent for some time. I guess maybe the pool of S rank is smaller than the pool of A rank, logically. So I suppose it makes sense it would take longer. It used to be almost like instant, like 5 seconds. Which is approximately instant. Okay, the Boxing Glove Lord. Interesting. We can expect them to shoot me at close range by punching me at close range, and that those two actions are effectively the same for this kind of opponent. They missed. This is a weird approach they're taking to fighting me. Like, if they want to time me out, I'll time them out. Okay, now they want to fight.
AP at 50%.
Got him. Odd opponent. Odd opponent. Okay, so I now understand their plan. Their plan is to punch me repeatedly. Cool. I can now use that to my advantage. So the whole missile thing, I think, was to try and goad me forward, but if I can get a good hit on them, I can just disengage forever. You missed. Hey Capra, how's it going? I'm fighting this very elusive chump.
At 50%.
Got him. Egg raid. Why is this an egg raid? Am I the egg? Are you the egg? Are there eggs? Hey, that's some points. Of course you system crashed me with your egg raid. But also, hello, how are you all doing? I've made it to S rank. I'm not sure if you were here for it. I don't think you were. Yeah, I think I think it's going pretty good. I've entered S rank, which could be Eggs rank if you think about it. Oh, okay. Thank you for being a substitute jam. And also, thank you for showing up. I'm fighting this chump who is really evasive. He just likes to hide and shoot missiles, but then when you get close, he decides this is now a boxing match and punches you. It's kind of strange, in my opinion. Yeah, they do that. A little tough because I don't think I can stagger them fast enough. They're too evasive. I don't have reliable stagger options. And down I go. Wait, this actually might be a good chance to check the ELO technology. Because I gained like 50 points when I beat them, and now they beat me. So now we can see what we gained now. 13. Okay, that would imply roughly that the ELO is using a K32. Yeah, it's like between the 50 we lost and the 13 we gained, that would be 64, approximately. Well, wait, no, because we lost 50, or we gained 50 earlier, which would imply that there's a K of at least 50. Well, hold on. I need to check the chart again. Let's check the chart. Okay, at a K of 32, the rating change can only be below it. Okay, so K of 64, maybe? I don't know. Science is weird. We're not here for science, though. We were here for war and science. Got 'em. They weren't expecting the explosion. But yeah, for general purpose, I'm gonna assume if it's a point difference of more than 25, then that's an upset win. Okay, it's even now. Well, I guess as we go back and forth, if we like progressively win and lose against each other, our ELOs should equalize. So I should be able to figure out what their ELO is based on what my ELO becomes. Dummy.
AP at 30%.
They dummied. They forgot my power. Alright, so what's it changed now? 45. Okay, so it went up like 50. I don't remember the exact number. It went down by 13, and then went up by 45. Now, assuming it's using the regular ELO system, we can assume that their differentials were exactly the same as mine. Like, they lost 50, gained 13, and then lost 45. So... Do we wanna do that math? Do we wanna just do that math? Now, we don't have the exact numbers, but given we can figure out the maximum K possible, we can get like an upper edge of K based on the greatest differential in my points that I had while here. Well, granted, it probably was a lot higher when I first showed up and then gets lower over time, but I don't know. In this case, I think 50 or maybe like 64 is a reasonable assumption for a K value. We can do this math later. I can do this math later. We can reverse engineer the ELO system. If we knew the ELO of my opponent, it would probably be easier to do this math.
AP at 50%.
Type of opponent seems familiar. Welcome back, Capra. We're winning sometimes. Wow, that hit. I did not expect that to hit. Wacky. Positively wacky. Okay, so what's the change here? 11. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. We're all gathering data. I mean, I could just look up what the Armored Core 6 ELO system is. Oh no, these are giving me S rank, like the levels, the missions, not the actual thing. So let's just go back to ELO system and don't specify S rank. I found a Reddit post of somebody complaining about online. This is not helping me. Well, you know, it's a field of research. We can research this. We can try and figure it out. I'm willing to figure it out if you're willing to endure me figuring it out. Hey, it's this guy again. We gotta win! And also reaffirming the intel we got earlier that they are using the pulse armor. Not good enough. Their shotgun sticking out over the bridge. Okay, that changed us by 17. Okay. We're learning. But I definitely think our best piece of intel is that one opponent we fought twice in a row. Because we won one and then lost one and then won one again. Like that's gonna be useful data. We can put it into the algorithm and see what happens.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Can I shoot the Majestic while assault boosting? I want to test that. No, I cannot.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Ah. Ouch. I wonder if I should switch to caring about my rating. Like, not in like a get upset when it's low, but like if I lose and my rating goes down a little bit, then it's an obvious indication that the person I fought was better than me to begin with. And I'm fighting this one again. If I win against this person once in this like chain of losses, that'll give us some good elo data, I think. They're looking for an opening. I got him. Okay, that's one. Their reign of terror is collapsing. Yeah. Oh, right, that's round 3. I forgot. Okay, so that's at least confirmation that the game does not differentiate between a 2-0 and a 2-1 loss. Oh, I'm sick of fighting this person over and over again. I'm frustrated. All right, let's see how it is. Though I do have a guess. Wait, it's someone new. Double shot, very reflective, by the way. I can respect a highly reflective opponent.
At 30%.
Okay, I now understand their plan. Their plan is to stagger me and then whip me. How did that hit that? That was unguided.
AP at 30%.
All right, got him. Okay, one more.
At 30%.
A bit too slow. All right, I'm gonna go to the hour mark. What does this say? Like 1 or 2 more fights, and I think I'm good. Gotta refresh the pool of applicants. Gotta do a long form RNG manipulation. Gotta do other things right now. Got him. You got. That's what happens when you get. The get's called. The get coward. The get. I don't know what noises I'm making. Oh! Oh, they missed. They missed. Wait, can I look at... Can I learn what their rank... No, it doesn't say what their rank is. 21. That's pretty good. Wait, how much did I lose last time they beat me? I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Long wait on this one. Hello? Are you... It's the... Okay, all right, cool. The fight's happening. Fight's real. Fight's on. That's what's happening. We got one. Who is our opponent? It appears to be Y Can Plan B with a lot of linear stuff. The high-tech tank treads. And a very bright white paint job. You know what? I'll wait here. Yeah, you have to treat them as a tank, or just like a really, really bulky AC in general. I didn't approach them earlier because I was worried that they, I was worried they had, like, the Sentinel drone thing where they just put up a bunch of, chumps all around the place. Got him. Okay, we're still competitive. That's pretty good, in my opinion. You missed. Kind of fat finger that. It's okay though.
AP at 50%.
Mission accomplished. Dramatic pose. All right, what do we get for that? 18. Not bad. All right, cool. I'm going to the custom room just because it's a nicer song, in my opinion. Okay, well that is, I think that for now. We had a good time. I got to S rank, and that was really the highlight of the whole stream. Even though afterwards it just sort of became a big mess. Had a good time though. Now I shall forward you off to some other lovely shenanigans. In this instance, I will probably give us another Armored Core streamer to go to. But while I figure that out, you just sit tight and I'll have everything ready to go. I'm gonna go though. That's the ultimate conclusion of what's going on right now. I'm Exception. This isn't TV. Have a good day and good night. Well, I found somebody doing a blind playthrough, so we're gonna go to there. To Doom Lies, or possibly Doomlies, I'm not sure. Have a good time.